What's up, everybody? You're hanging with your boy, the PA. Here we are in one of MSC's private islands, and this is going to be a review of the MSC Maravilla coming to the Bahamas, the private island, and of course Cape Canaveral. Now, unlike everybody else, I'm not a professional cruiser. I've been on private cruise my whole life. Counting this one, everybody, you're hanging with your boy, the PA. Here we are in one of MSC's private islands, and this is going to be a review of the MSC Maravilla coming to the Bahamas, the private island, and of course Cape Canaveral. Now, unlike everybody else, I'm not a professional cruiser. I've been on private cruise my whole life. Counting this one, I don't do this for a living. And previously, I always sailed Royal Caribbean or Carnival. I started off with Royal Caribbean. They got a little too expensive. Then I went to Carnival, and then now I'm here at MSC, which is a little cheaper. And they had the What's up, everybody? You're hanging with your boy, the PA. Here we are in one of MSC's private islands, and this is going to be a review of the MSC Maravilla coming to the Bahamas, the private island, and of course Cape Canaveral. Now, unlike everybody else, I'm not a professional cruiser. I've been on private cruise my whole life. Counting this one, I don't do this for a living. And previously, I always sailed Royal Caribbean or Carnival. I started off with Royal Caribbean. They got a bit too expensive. Then I went to Carnival, and then now I'm here at MSC, which is a little cheaper. And they had the package here. It was the drink package that I got, free Wi-Fi and all that stuff. And the deal was too good to pass, so I ended up getting this deal. And here I am with MSC. Let's make our way down to the beach. As I talk about what's happening with MSC, I've been here for 3 days now, and I think I have a pretty good grasp on what's going on in this boat. First of all, the boat was the capacity. It was about 5,500 passengers on this with the crew and everything else. So the boat feels like it's really, really overcrowded. So I hated that right there. Right off the bat, we had to wait in line to get out to the boat. It's about an hour and a half. Because we're in the Aurea class, they actually let us cut the lines. If not, we would have been there even longer. So the line to get on the boat was a total nightmare. An hour and a half, and it's just horrible. Once we got on the boat, I couldn't believe the amount of people that there was on the boat, and that's the other thing that turned me off. There was a lot of people. I mean, everywhere you go, it's crowded. I don't care what it says. I know that sometimes they have capacity, sometimes they're not. So I'm not going to fault them too much for that because it is what it is. But you're not going to have any peace and quiet if you go here in the summertime, especially for kids. Everybody was on vacation, kids' school vacation, and it was just terrible. The other thing is the food on the ship, the meats are really good. The seafood variety, there is none. There is no seafood. They have like these tiny little scallops that are terrible. And other than that, they have lox, which is salmon, which I do eat in the morning. I like. But that's it. There's nothing else. We had the lobster tail, which is surf and turf for dinner, and it's a small Caribbean lobster, not to be too thrilled with. But other than that, there is no seafood. We had a little bit of shrimp. I mean, when you go to Royal Caribbean, you go to Carnival, the buffets are packed with seafood and things like that. Not at MSC, which was really disappointing. So I must say the steaks are good, but as far as the seafood itself is lacking. I did notice that the variety and the food and everything else seems to be better on the other cruises, especially Royal Caribbean, Carnival. And the quality seems to be a little bit better. Now, with that being said, every steak and every meat that I've had from MSC is great. The problem being is there is no seafood choices whatsoever. There's no seafood. It just isn't. A few shrimp, a little bit of scallops, and that's it. The variety also seems to be, especially in the buffet, seems to be the same over and over again. All right, so here we are in the Aurea section. This is the solarium. We have a small pool here. It's nice and warm. And from here, we can go ahead and overlook the main pool area, and you can see everybody else that's up here. Most of the people right now are actually probably in their rooms because we did stop at the private island, MSC's private island. You can see some people at the beach still there, and then you can see the main pool. This pool over here with the 5,500 guests during sea days is absolutely packed, like sardines. There's the bamboo pool, I believe, down that way as well, and that gets packed as well. So it's good to have access, um, limited access um, to certain areas, and that makes a big difference. So let's check out the solarium part here. As you can see, there's the pool that I was talking about. We have a couple of lounge chairs over there, and then if I look over this way, we have lounge chairs here as well. And then what's happening is there's somebody at the door there checking your card to make sure that you have um, Aurea access in order to get into this private solarium. And really, what's happening here is because of the magnitude of people that we have here, this has actually been helping us out because we have access to this. And there's a lot of people. I think on this ship right now, there's 5,500 people, guests. And out of those 5,500, only 240 are Aurea guests. So if you can get that, like I said, I got the whole package, but if you can get Aurea, it definitely is worth it because you will have special access to certain areas that nobody does. And one of them is the solarium here on deck 19, I believe it is. How is it? I recommend that you get the Aurea guest package here, or the Aurea package, which will include this private solarium here that you can see. And this water right here is warm. My kids were here, they love it.
Subscribe to my dad's channel. Bye.
So another cool thing about Aurora, if you get it, is the fact that you have smart access. And if you don't have Aurora, you have to actually purchase it. But we have access throughout the cruise. The only thing is you're going to have to make reservations because it's very popular. So I just made reservations. I actually just got from the spa, which is highly recommended, really good. So it's another perk for you. Aside from private pool area, you also get spa access anytime you want. And you have a bunch of steam rooms, cold rooms, jacuzzis, world tubs, you name it, they have it there, which is really nice. So I've enjoyed that part of it. As far as being in the lower class, you feel like you have a little bit more space, a little bit more room to breathe, and you have things that not everybody on board has. Like I said, like the spa, like the pool on deck 19, which is only for Aurora guests. So that is one of the things I like. The other thing is too is you got to make sure that you reserve your spots when you go to the to watch any show. You have to reserve. If you don't reserve, you're going to be online, and if there is space, they'll let you in. But unlike other cruise lines, you actually have to reserve everything around here. Dinner, you have to reserve. The shows, you have to reserve. The spa time, everything else. So make sure that you reserve the shows before you head there, because if you head there without reserving the shows, you're gonna wait in line. So far, the food has been one of the complaints that I have. Last night, I had the fish again to give it a try, and it was horrible, just as it was the day before and the day before that. So the seafood options terrible. I mean, I wish they would do something here at MSC to make the food a little bit more appealing, especially these seafood options, which don't exist. So that would be a great thing if they change the menu and offer more seafood variety. The other thing is to constant reservation. It kind of gets old. It'd be nice to just get there and be shown to your seat when you go watch a show. I mean, I understand why they do it. It's a ship with 5,500 passengers, 5,400, so they have to do it. So there's a few things that to keep in mind that you have to reserve their shows, you have to reserve your dinner time, and you have to reserve spot time and anything else. Some people don't know how to navigate, and they're never going to reserve anything, and for them, they're going to get a less experience because they forgot to reserve, and now they're going to have to wait. So just keep that in mind. Also, it seems like throughout the day, there's not many things to do. I mean, aside from the pools and the bars, they don't have many shows. Last night's show was pretty good. Other than that, the shows are hit or miss. I watched a total of 3 shows already, and 2 of them were decent. One was okay. So it is what it is. That entertainment is quite not up to par as of the cruise lines. But it's watchable. I mean, I'm not expecting big Broadway productions, and I'm glad they entertained us. I'm grateful for that. But just be aware that if you think this is going to be a luxurious vacation where you're going to eat this luxury food, this gourmet food, and you're going to watch top-notch shows, that's not how it works. The cruise, you pay for what you get. It's one of the cheapest vacations you can take, and one of the most bang for the buck, and that's what it is. All right, here we are, day 7 at the MSC cruise ship. This is the last day here, and things have taken a turn for the better, I would say. Still, the food, the only thing that's good is the meat options, the fish options. They're not that great, although last night we had an okay piece of tuna and swordfish. So that was the first time I could say that the fish was somewhat decent. Before that, it wasn't good. But last night, the tuna and the swordfish were alright. One thing too, I just woke up not too long ago and my back is absolutely killing me. The mattress that we're sleeping on is absolutely garbage. I mean, my back is all stiff. Horrible mattress. My parents' mattress, on the other hand, seems a lot better. But our room, the mattress is not that great. So that's a complaint I have. Other than that, things are going well. They just had a show. What was that? The snow party on the deck there. And it is what it is. When you're on a cruise, all you do is you roam from bar to bar, beach chair to beach chair. You have a drink, you relax, you do it all over again, and you eat and eat and eat and eat. So that's what we've been doing. It's actually not as bad as it was on the first day because that was chaotic. Things haven't